So in this video, I'll briefly discuss the materials we'll need for this class. You may already have a few of these things on hand, so let's get started. First on the list are pencils. There are lots of brands of artist graphite pencils, but two of the most popular and two that I happen to like are 1. Staedtler Design drafting pencils. You can buy them individually or in a set like the one shown. This set has a full range of hardness and softnesses from 6H to 8B. And 2. The Beryl Turquoise brand. Those also come in a set or individually and also come in a full range of hardness and softnesses. Those are the graphite pencils I recommend. The other option is charcoal pencils. Generals is a good brand. I'm aware that there are others out there, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. So you can use either graphite pencils or charcoal pencils. You don't have to buy both, but I'll explain to you as we go through this class which I prefer and why. Just know that for this class you can choose either one. Next on the list is paper. Again, you can use either one of these. Stonehenge is a 100% cotton archival paper, which means it won't yellow as quickly. That's why I prefer this paper for my animal portraits. It's a thicker paper, so you can really feel it when you press your pencil into it. I buy mine in individual 22 by 30 inch sheets for around $2 to $4 each. It does come in small sketchbook sizes, but I've seen them range anywhere from $8 to $20, depending on the size, and generally only comes with 15 sheets per book. Then we have plain old newsprint sketch pads. The two brands shown here are Strathmore and Canson Biggie. They are 18 by 24 inch pads. The Strathmore has 50 sheets and the Biggie has, I believe, 100 sheets. You can find them anywhere for $5 to $15. Then we have erasers. You can use either a white eraser like the Staedtler or Derwent brands shown here, or a kneadable eraser. The kneadable eraser comes in a flat little rectangle. You knead it into a blob to use it. When it gets dirty, you stretch it out and knead it again. You can also pinch it into a shape that suits your drawing and the area that you need to erase. I don't recommend pink or other colored erasers because they can sometimes leave that color on your paper, and that's not good. Next, you'll need a light gray spray paint or primer. Go cheap here, alright? Bargain shop. You don't need the most expensive brand for this. Then you'll need magazine clippings. I'll explain more when we get there, but for now, don't throw out last month's magazines yet. You'll need a red marker and a good light source. Finally, find 3 to 5 random disposable objects. Use cheap throwaway stuff. Nothing you're going to want to keep because these will be getting a coat or two of that gray primer paint. Make sure they're relatively simple in shape like the objects shown here. And keep in mind that spray paint doesn't work well with all objects. So those are the items we'll be using for this class. Again, don't go out and look for the most expensive brands out there. At this point, fancy supplies won't make that big of a difference besides lightening up your wallet. And when we get to using the pencils and paper, I'll let you decide which you'd prefer to use once you hear my explanation in that unit. You may decide to use one combination for everything, or both and mix it up. It's entirely up to you. And please note that you can find a lot of these art supplies on Amazon and sometimes for a lot cheaper than in art stores. You just gotta wait for the delivery. Okay then, we'll see you in the next unit.